again, if we're lucky, temperatures dropping into the lower 70s, maybe an isolated shower first thing in the morning. Otherwise, a partly to mostly cloudy type of day. Still quite warm, mid to upper 80s into the afternoon. We're going to have a frontal boundary that's going to be pushing through the area. It's really only going to be designated by a wind shift tomorrow afternoon. But still along that boundary, a few scattered thunder showers, especially for Lafayette on southeastward. Slightly lower rain chances farther off to the north. And again, drier air will continue to filter in into all of Acadiana Thursday into Friday, and that's going to help lower our rain chances, but the heat is going to stay on. 71 your projected low tonight. We'll go 87 for the projected high, again with about a 40% chance for some of those scattered thunder showers for the second half of the day. As mentioned, rain chances lower Thursday into Friday, but as we head into the weekend, we'll have another chance at some scattered showers. We'll talk a little bit more about that, plus I'll have the complete TrueView forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Happening tomorrow, there's a hurricane preparedness meeting at the LSU Ag Center in Abbeville. Community leaders, along with first responders and other officials, will be in attendance to give updates ahead of hurricane season, which starts on June 1st.
Well, power will be shut off in parts of Jeff Davis Parish tomorrow morning. Maintenance is being done at the Grand Chenier substation. The outage starts at 9 and should last just about 4 hours.
Also tomorrow in Jeff Davis Parish, the town of Elton will be hosting the Smile Agency for those who are struggling to pay utility bills. The low-income home energy assistance program is now open to eligible residents. Those who qualify can get financial assistance between $150 and $500. If you'd like to meet with a Smile agent, they'll be at City Hall in Elton from 9 until 2.
Parish by Parish headlines. We start in St. Martin tonight, where nearly 6,000 students will be out of school Friday unless they attend Stevensville Elementary. Superintendent Frederick Wiltz tells us school is canceled Friday because there aren't enough bus drivers to transport students to and from school. Now, Stevensville students will go to school Friday. Glenn Abear, a local business owner, says something has to be done.
Not being able to go to school and, be able to do their, tend to their education, it's going to impact a lot of things. I believe, personally, to the kids, that really need, to be in school and, get to and from.
2 detention ponds are coming to Church Point to help out with drainage issues. The ponds will be made possible with $11 million in state and federal funding. Church Point's mayor says the goal is to get the town up to speed on drainage infrastructure, something he says has been needed for at least 3 decades. The ponds will be located on the north and south sides of town. Construction will take about a year.
And staying in Church Point, upgrades are underway at the downtown Central Park. A skate park is now under construction, which the mayor says should be complete in about a month. Since 2019, the town has made several improvements to that park, including a fishing pond, walking path, pickleball court, and a playground.
Things like this, it takes time. Whatever you do in a small community, you just don't, you have to take it one step at a time.
The Highway 182 bridge that crosses the Atchafalaya River in St. Mary Parish will be closed for 2 years. DOTD will be doing a $25 million rehabilitation project on the bridge starting on the Berwick side. Work includes cleaning, painting, and general repairs. The bridge will be closed to traffic starting next Tuesday. Drivers should take Highway 90 as a detour.
And still ahead on Acadiana's News Channel at 10 o'clock, celebrating 200 years of Lafayette Parish with those who were elected officials. We'll tell you more about the celebration a little later. Bradley.
And still the possibility of a few scattered thunder showers tomorrow, but we are trending drier for the end of the week. We'll talk full weather details coming up after the break.
From the KATC Weather Lab, here's Bradley's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, the heat and humidity will stick with us through the rest of the week. We're still going to have the possibility for a few scattered thunder showers tomorrow, but actually we're turning a little bit drier Thursday into Friday. A quote-unquote cool front's going to get here Saturday. That'll give us our next chance at some scattered showers. No real drastic cool down behind the front, but at the very least, it will give us a brief break from the summer-like humidity by the end of the weekend and into the early portions of next week. So we'll take a look at that extended forecast. forecast in just a second. But first, here's the upper level pattern, and we do have a ridge of high pressure that is now off to our east. And in the upper levels, a little bit of a disturbance that's actually going to be pushing through the area tomorrow, and that is what's going to drive in some slightly drier air again Thursday into Friday, helping to lower the rain chances. Out there today, a few pop-up afternoon showers and storms, but not a whole lot, and still a couple hanging on here late this evening, but just very light shower activity as we get into northern Jeff Davis Parish, pushing off to the northeast, but that is going to rain itself out over the next several minutes. So I do think we'll stay relatively quiet through the rest of the night. Lower 70s is where we'll start the day tomorrow. It's going to be a partly to mostly cloudy type of day. Now at the surface, we will technically have a boundary that's going to be pushing through the area. But again, no changes in our temperatures. It's really going to be represented by the wind shift. Notice the northwesterly winds behind it. So that is, again, what's going to be driving in the drier conditions for the latter part of the week. But still with this boundary, a few scattered thunder showers out there, especially midday hours into the afternoon at around 40%. Especially Lafayette on southeastward, a little bit drier for northern Acadiana, and then all of us turning drier as we head into Thursday. We'll start out upper 60s to lower 70s, and then it's going to be a mostly sunny type of day on Thursday. Again, quite warm, upper 80s. And most of us actually pushing 90 degrees, and then much of the same as we head into Friday. Now, yesterday, the Hurricane Center resumed their daily tropical weather outlooks, and those will continue on a daily basis through the end of November. But again, the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season, as we mentioned, not till June 1st. But good news to report, no new developments expected through the next 7 days. That is also something new this year as well. That 7-day outlook is going to replace the old 5-day outlook that had been used in years prior. So just something to keep an eye on and not really get caught up on throughout the upcoming hurricane season. Lower 70s tonight, and for tomorrow will be in the mid to upper 80s again, with a few of those scattered thunder showers, especially for the second half of the day. Upper 60s to near 70 is where we'll start Thursday, and then a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky Thursday afternoon as most of us push to near 90 degrees. Let's take a look at that muggy meter over the next several days. We're going to stay quite humid for the rest of the week, but notice the dip in humidity as we head toward the latter part of the weekend and start of the following week. So at least something somewhat to look forward to there a little bit down the road, although the heat is going to stay with us. Highs easily getting into the mid and upper 80s just about each and every day. 71 is your projected low tonight. Again, a few of those evening showers are diminishing, so we'll call it fair to partly cloudy through the rest of the night. 87 your projected high tomorrow under a partly to mostly cloudy sky, with the best chance to see a shower and or a thunder shower for areas along and south of the I-10 corridor. Rain chances there around 40%. We're going to lower the rain chances to no better than 10% Thursday into Friday under a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky. Still quite warm, 90 to 91 the projected high there. And as we head into the weekend, a few scattered showers Saturday, 30 to 40% on the rain chance. We'll still get up to around 89, and then thereafter, again, staying warm, but at least a slight reduction in that humidity to round out the weekend and head into the first parts of next week, guys.
Yeah, before the heat really
cranks up, because once we hit June, we're kind of done even with the lower humidity days.
Yeah.
Quite a while. All
That's
right.
right.
Thanks, Bradley. And still ahead tonight, as those temperatures heat up, bus riders in Lafayette, they need some relief. We'll have a reminder about a campaign aimed at keeping riders cool.
Thanks for staying with us. Continuing with Lafayette Parish's bicentennial celebration, elected officials were honored today for their part of the 200-year history of Lafayette Parish. Current and former mayors and members of the council, city, parish, and consolidated governments were being commended for serving their communities.
I think it's important to always celebrate our history, and we're doing it in different ways. We're celebrating our cultures, our food, and our music and so on. And it's also very important to honor the people that have put in a lot of work to help make the city what it is and parish what it is with their hard work.
The construction of sheltered bus stops continues in Lafayette to help keep bus riders cool in the summer months.
As Christina Mondragon explains, a shelter costs about $6,000, but for those who use them, it's worth every penny.
Adopt a Bus Stop is a campaign to raise money to build unsheltered bus stops around Lafayette.
The city budgets 12 stops to cover a year in our budget, but there's over 300 stops to cover. And so Adopt a Stop is meant to help try and close that gap as fast as we can in order for people to not have to stand out in the rain.
Maria Leal has been taking the city bus for 3 years and says she has stood in the pouring rain and sun just to catch a ride. Sometimes when I get there, there's no seat, and I have to keep standing there, and to be in the sun is stressful. Maria hopes to see more shelters built for all the bus stops in the city. If they could put shade in the places, a shelter, and a seat to wait there sitting, because there is a lot of people who take the bus. If you want to adopt a bus stop, we've posted the link inside this story on KATC.com. Christina Mondragon, KATC TV3.
And coming up tonight, if you're looking for a summer activity for your children, the NFL Flag Football League is doing early registration. More on that event coming up.
More than 500 middle school students from 5 districts were in Lafayette today for the Acadiana STEM Fest. Students were able to engage in STEM activities thanks to partnerships with STEM NOLA, Entergy, and UL Athletics. Funding from the Louisiana Board of Regents STEM Initiative covered all expenses today.
By the engineering design process, they can tinker with things. They can take things apart. They can put it back together. That's our favorite part, because once that light bulb comes on, it's like, wow. So that's definitely something that we love to provide, is that exposure so that they can do it, they can learn it, and they can be self-sufficient when they have to compete in the 21st century world.
Students at SLCC can now earn their bachelor's